mai jolto sopa hanne kitit neketso tikapata hanne aajoti dagai kati nahakha aajoti kati hote eego nekesas hote eego dipe watchidi ka khondi ka ndazidi ja heti kata nda aasta siitä bisniinde na aasita tasansan hati kata hote eego peita jozigo ei ja paahonostan Okei, det kan jag tycka att man jolta så då jag kan han det att jag tycker att benjanda har det han det och att det kodi kaste det benda sen kaste han ni jag har betala och att det då har ju och har jobba konossan då så det där slag så jag tycker benkasta huilne då jag tycker kon anna alltså ni na chase det och så jag tycker på han det jag tycker att hati siti kat kehpi hajo hati labi khaydi labi nada tas'in la no nakhabi tidi kodoste iki do aja sigi katta kefchin lebe kelande ade iran la shi ya de to ya hadi gadi ken thara ko te go nachchi bete negi shi ya hadi ka benka ta hoilnet ole. In the traditional teachings of our people, we have the time right now in the season of the year where the lightning is returning and also the male and the female rain are returning. And it is that this time, not Ash is sometimes the way they call it, and somebody has been asking about it, that's the name of it. It is a season that we talk about the shoot game and the string game. And these types of games are played, the winter games, and the winter stories are told about the trotting coyote and about the emerging of our people into life and into this world. And so it is that there are so many topics of teaching in the trotting coyote stories and in the history of our people. And so one part of it is the shoot game, where the game was played between the day animals and the night animals. And if you were to play the game today, when you enter the doorway, you are facing to the west. And when you enter a hogan, you always go to your left and you make that circle around the fire, which is the open fire that's in the middle of the hogan. And then, of course, the day animals have the part to one part of the hogan, and the night animals have the other half of the hogan. So it was that the shoe game is the burying of 4 moccasins in sand or in the ground over here on the south side, and 4 moccasins in the ground on the north side. And the way the game is played is that they have a token that is made out of a ball of yucca root, and you put it inside of the shoe, and then you put some dirt on it so that the other team, whether it be day or the night animals, would have to guess which of those 4 shoes contains the ball of yucca, the yucca root token. And they have a small cane in that, a piece of wood in that they tap with it and say it is in here. And then they get a certain number of stems of yucca for guessing correctly. Most of the time it is 4, 8, 12, or whatever. But there are 102 stems of yucca in the game. When one side wins all of that, then the game is over. But the information that I want to share is the very first spy. The story goes that at one point in the game, that the day and night animals were playing, that one animal kept winning constantly, and it was the night animals. And the day animals were very concerned because they were not winning. They could not guess where the token of yucca root ball was in what shoe. Every time they would guess incorrectly, and they would just not able to win anything or to win any of the yucca stems. And so it is that they asked the gopher, go dig a hole into the ground and all the way underneath the ground. Dig up underneath those 4 shoes that are buried over there and find out which one has the yucca ball in it. And so he followed their instructions, and he dug the hole in the ground, and he dug up underneath each of the 4 moccasins into the holes from the where the toe would be, the big toe. And that's why they say that the hole in the moccasin always occurs first where that big toe is because the very first time that it was ever made possible as a shoe, the gopher dug the hole into that area of the moccasin. But he looked and he could not find it. And so he came back and reported back to the day animals. He said the token is not in any one of them. And so they looked and they said, who could have it and where would it be? And they noticed that the night owl was sitting over there, and he was sitting there and very patiently all the time, and his claws were closed, his talons were closed. And somebody says, I think he's holding that in his hand. And so the little cane or the little stick that the people used, they went over there and they hit him in one of his talons, and he dropped it. And so it was that they figured out where that token was hidden, and they won. But they played the game all night long, and then nobody won. And so the story is, that is why that there is half a day and half a night, because nobody won that first shoe game that was played between the day animals and the night animals. And of course the story also contains the time when, after the shoe game, that all the animals colored themselves. And during that time, the bear was completely asleep. He was sort of hibernating during all that time. And he was the last one to wake up. And he had removed his shoes, and so when he, in his sleepy condition, he put the wrong foot in the wrong shoe. And so to this day, he walks with the right foot and the left hind feet pointed in out direction. And then the crow, of course, was the last one of the bird family, and that to come and color himself. And all the colors, the beautiful colors, had already been taken. And all he could find was all of what was left over. And so he mixed all of them, and he put it on himself. And so today, when you pick up a crow feather, you look at it. It looks black, but if you look really closely at it, you can see all of the colors and that of the rainbow in the feather of a crow, even though what you see is black. And those are the things that we're told.
Hey, thanks for watching our videos. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our uploads. Also, head over to our website, NavajoTraditionalTeachings.com. Sign up for our email list. Okay.